It's on to a new week for Seattle, and next on the schedule are the Colts. Everyone loves the deep shot, but this week, a boring game plan is a winning game plan.
Set it! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Ready, ready? Set! Hut, hut! Set! Ready? Here we go! Set! Set, go! Here we go! Here we go! Hut! Down! Go! Let's go! Ready? Come on, come on! Set! Set up!
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. These guys came out on top a week ago, something they haven't done much of to this point. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner, their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.T. Tuimoloau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Flush to his right. That's just not fair, and now room to run. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace, hopefully.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 5. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. A beautiful fake. And he's taken down inside the 30. He has been elusive in this first half. You see the rushing numbers for him. This defense is going to have to find some way to keep him in the pocket. Incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
Another Seahawks.
Now back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from a yard out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
We'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Looking to throw. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That escapability has been on full display, and you can see he's now over 100 yards rushing for the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Seahawks, first down.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this,
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
not looking for the dramatics here, not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you're getting the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Second down at the 21-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Gets around him. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Back to throw here. He completes this to Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. The quick slant caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
14 yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and
They'll set up to throw. And trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
It's now 2nd.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield?
The Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he gets it down to the 32. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards in the first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Chips by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. That last run, one of many that we've seen from him, and it's going to be the one that breaks Colin Kaepernick's single-game record of 181 rushing yards, set back in the divisional round of the playoffs in January of 2013. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced a mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Second and 3. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Thanks.
Walker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Walker down, first and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Well, Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now, the
the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to show. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Dancing to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And goal at the Rams' 1-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by a Kellen Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Third down and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 36.
Looking to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. He's got it at the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Second down at the 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield, led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
19 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This
one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Another Seahawks.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in the team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
51 yards, the gain on the play. And that's good for another Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Time they had the football, he ran it in. That was his 7th rushing touchdown of the season as they begin with a first down here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
Connecting with Cup here on the out route.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Seahawks, first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First and 10 at the 46.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Going right back to Fant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Option play, they'll give to Walker. And we'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing.
Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Here's Walker to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield.
It's a gain of 18. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's good.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And out now come the Seahawks. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it on play action. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands of the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they
The Seahawks game is over, but his work isn't done yet. After a full season of playing together as a group, it's time to take stock of what this team has become since week 1.
National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visitor's sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led out by the former Sun Devil, their rookie quarterback out of Arizona State.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
He'll drop to throw. Going up top for Cup.
That is incomplete. The Seahawks at 9-6 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
They juked him.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Walker.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Last time they had the football, he ran it in. His 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Been such a vital part of that rushing attack. 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Going up top for Cup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Having met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage? How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He finds Smith and Jigba. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Flushed out right. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Visitors offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seattle.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. He'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the 22.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back to throw again. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. He threw touchdown pass number 30 on the year last time he had the ball. He'll look to build on things here, first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Out is their quarterback for this offense to take over once more. But he's done everything right so far in this first half. 2 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs, as his guys will start 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
They're going to look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Now he's loose again.
And down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp,
28 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass call, Arroyo right side.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And the Seahawks.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Back to throw now on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st down, Seahawks.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense is really having its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. That's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll set up the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll let this go for the end zone. Well, this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Nice little juke. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long.
1,000 yards. Just the third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Being chased out left. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just continue to roll.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Here's the option.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off here to Walker.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Dances by him. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, to threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Seahawks, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.